Thanks for joining Daily Tax Minute. This is Tony Novak here to share a few points on how to stay out of tax trouble. Let's jump right in. Today's topic is I've never filed a tax return. And like many of the episodes, it's brought on by comments and discussions this past several days. It's amazing how many people I hear of and hear from and hear about who have not filed tax returns either last few years or sometimes never, or sometimes they did decades ago and had a life altering event and then never bothered after that. So when faced with that kind of situation, of course, like any new client situation, I want to establish some kind of rapport and understanding and relationship. So we talk about, well, why? Why didn't you file, and what's different now? What's making you want to file now? And that I find that to be very insightful for what's the recommended path going forward. And usually, somewhere in the conversation, inevitably, is I don't have the information. I used to work for a company. I didn't get a W 2, lost a W 2, never got anything, don't know how much I made, lost my records, whatever. So, the standard advice that a tax professional will usually give is let's get the last 6 wage and income transcripts from IRS. Use that then to prepare 6 years of tax returns. Not if you didn't file for 30 years, we're not going back and filing all 30. Hardly ever could justify that. But the last 6 years bring you into what's called current standard compliance, and we can claim a refund for the most recent 3 years. So we're filing 6, only claiming a refund from 2, and in the worst cases, unfortunately, particularly with people with self-employment income that haven't filed, they're going to wind up with a big balance due, and then there's a 10-year collection period, payment period that starts after you filed. So that's one of the reasons it almost always makes sense to file rather than ignore it one way or the other. Love to hear your thoughts, comments on the subject. I'm easy to reach through social media, or we set a time where we can talk one-on-one at taxproblems.cpa. I'll be back tomorrow with another tax